Luke 19. Jesus is entering the city of Jericho, and there's a large crowd. And there was a man who, it says, was short in stature, named Zacchaeus, who was a chief tax collector. And wanting to see Jesus, he climbs up a sycamore tree so that he can peer out over the crowd. And Jesus walks up to the tree, looks up, and calls him by name. He says in verse 5, "Zacchaeus, hurry and come down, for today I must stay at your house." Now this causes a little bit of an uproar, because as Jesus enters the house, the crowd begins to complain, what is Jesus doing hanging out with this sinner? But we see that Zacchaeus' response as he says, "Behold, Lord, half of my possessions I am giving to the poor, and if I have extorted anything from anyone, I am giving back 4 times as much." And Jesus makes this statement: today salvation has come to this house, because he too is a son of Abraham. So right there, Jesus proclaims Zacchaeus' identity to everyone around. And then he says, "For the Son of Man has come to seek and to save that which was lost." You know, I think sometimes we get tripped up because we want to count our effectiveness in ministry or our work for the Lord in just purely numbers. If Jesus that day had wanted to focus on numbers, he would have turned his attention to the crowd and not spent his time with Zacchaeus. But Jesus makes this statement that the Son of Man has come to seek and save that which was lost. And sometimes that looks like going to one man's house, sitting down at a dinner table, and sharing a meal. And then we see salvation comes to the house. Identity is proclaimed. All because Jesus took the time with the one. It's not the numbers. It is actually our obedience. It's not the level of the calling or the depth of the gifting. It's, did you say yes to the Lord when he invited you to do his work? And were you obedient to follow through? The reality is, if Jesus made time for the one, then we should too. I encourage you guys, look for that one in your life, that Zacchaeus. Let's not overlook the one.